Ilhan Omar's flamboyant, dirty dandy second husband surfaces in South Africa as Trump accuses duo of being siblings. Okay, and then she is being under investigation for immigration fraud from Trump border czar. Tom, what's going on here with Ilhan Omar?
So the facts are coming home to roost, and people like Ted Cruz and others, while she's in a weakened state because of what's going on, she's trying to defend the Somalis, but all the receipts are coming out about the fraud in Minnesota. People are turning up the heat, appropriately so, saying, hey, did you commit immigration fraud under the laws of that time of marrying your brother? I believe Elmi was his name. Did you do that? And now they're turning up the heat on it because apparently he was rarely here. And then before they even got divorced, I guess he took off for the UK, was a professor at University of Bristol or something. And so everybody's like, wow, hang on here. This doesn't really look like a loving, enduring marriage. You mean, where are the kids? Where's the cohabitation? Where's the evidence? And so we used to live in Southern California, Pat, and we used to know that there were some really dirty organizations. We would see it in the newspaper out there. We didn't know these things personally, of where people would be encouraged to marry, women from the Philippines or women from Vietnam. And all they wanted to do was get them to LA, give you a couple $1,000s for marrying them, and then they turn them into sexual slaves. It was horrible. But we saw it. It was in LA. It was in the LA Times. They would bust these gangs all the time for what was going on there. And so now Ted is saying, hang on, Ilhan Omar. Let's pause on the fraud investigations for what you're doing to the American taxpayer for a second, and let's ask a question. Did you come here illicitly? And if you came here illicitly and were never really married or cohabitating, or you married your brother, if that's what you did, then guess what? We want to bring the justice down on you, and maybe we don't put you in handcuffs and have the ICE people, but you should be out of here. And that's what Ted Cruz and other people are saying. And now the heat's getting turned up because people see that she's weak and they can go after her because she's very busy trying to help Walls defend himself from all of the Somali fraud.
Yeah, weird. Well, I said this last week. If people like Ilhan Omar and Tim Walz had just kept their mouth shut and stopped bringing attention to themselves, they probably would have got, away with all of this, with marrying your brother to bring him into the country, they're saying the number could be $8 billion worth of fraud statewide. It's just all that stuff if you just kept your mouth shut, but you don't want to. So just, on top of this weekend being crazy, her brother was detained by ICE, but he had his passport and they let him go. She made a comment on that. And also, Pat, did you know this? In 2016, she pleaded with a judge to show leniency to 9 Somalians in Minnesota who were charged for trying to join ISIS. That's Ilhan Omar. Did you know that?
Say that again.
In 2000, Rob, you know what, Pat? Let's have a reporter just go ahead. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
2 days ago, but it seems Minnesota Representative-elect Ilhan Omar may have already made her first move as an elected official. In a letter signed November 8th, Omar asks a U.S. district judge for compassion when sentencing 9 Minnesota Somali American men convicted of trying to join the terrorist group ISIS. She says the best deterrent to fanaticism is a system of compassion.
Oh, yeah.
We must alter our attitude and approach if we truly want to affect change.
Yeah.
We should refocus our efforts on inclusion and rehabilitation.
Rob,
but she's not the...
Guys, just... Yeah, they wanted to be terrorists, but come on, they're just kids. Absolutely not. So this is going on to her and all the Somali pirate, this attitude of anti-America. It just keeps piling on. And then, guys, let's not forget, Ted Cruz is off. She didn't marry her brother for her to come in here. She married him to come in here in 2009. Okay, and then, by the way, she came here and when she was 12. She became a citizen at 17. Thomas Holman said something. He said there was immigration fraud involved. There's no doubt about the marriage to her brother.
That's what he's saying you came here fraudulently, and if that's the case, you leave here legally.
Yeah, exactly. But, so this prevents Omar from criminal charges because, Pat, the statute of limitations, guys, has passed. But This doesn't protect her from denaturalization or deportation. Matt Tardio posted this. He said, Omar claims she obtained her citizenship when her father was naturalized in 2000, just months before her 18th birthday. But there's a problem. No record has been found of this naturalization paperwork. In response to a FOIA request of her father's N-400 paperwork filed by A.J. Kern in June 2023, the National Records Center was unable to locate any filings under his name. So can she be denaturalized, deported, if this is substantial? Yes, Tom. That's it. Because if fraud was involved in her father's alleged naturalization, then her citizenship can be on the chopping block. That's what Thomas Homan is going to go for. Not the brother thing, which, guys, how much more, and I'll give it to Adam, how much more? Think about this person. You're coming here from Somalia, a place that doesn't even have a freaking government. Okay, Adam even called it a shithole last
not a
week.
working one.
It's not a working government. Okay, you're coming from there, and instead of being grateful and trying to contribute and be happy, and I don't give a damn if she's in Congress, you bash the country, you steal money from us, you're sticking up for freaking terrorists, you marry your brother, okay, and then you come here illegally. What more do you need to have this person like, yo,
you
bounce.
create a criminal farm system.
Yeah, we don't want you. We don't want you
Adam,
here.
thoughts?
Well, speaking of importing terrorists and criminals, there's breaking news from the FBI. I don't know if you've seen this. It's just breaking news. Fox News has reported it. The FBI has announced that they arrested 4 alleged members of the radical pro-Palestinian group accused of plotting in New Year's Eve bombings all throughout LA. According to the FBI, they were allegedly planning coordinated bombing attacks on New Year's Eve using improvised explosive devices, targeting 5 separate locations across LA. Do you have that article right now, Rob?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Ilhan Omar probably write a letter for them to get.
The common theme, like I've said earlier of this episode, is this suicidal empathy and tolerance. When you let terrorist sympathizers parade on your streets, what do you think the outcome is going to be? We just saw what happened in Sydney. They've allegedly arrested 4 Hamas Palestinian sympathizers in LA that were going to blow things up on New Year's. What do you think's going to happen when you let these people in your country? Zero tolerance moving forward. That's my opinion.
This is 4 that they caught. Adam, remember what we just said at the beginning of the show? There's 2 million that we don't know. So everybody, I'm happy that they caught them, obviously. You better stay vigilant. You better stay vigilant. And by the way, this is coming from a Middle Eastern. All right? You got your rates. Okay. No.
Yeah, stand by for a liberal judge in LA that will say, let's wait till January 2nd and see if they're really serious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But let's have empathy for them and sympathy for them and teach them.
Okay. All right. So
Careful out there.
with that being said, guys, exciting news here on what happened. I got a report this morning. Let me tell you what this report is. Do you know I got the report this morning because of Christmas shopping? We've been doing a lot of Christmas shopping ourselves. My son's got the longest Christmas shopping list he's ever had.
Dylan?
Oh, my God. And by the way, so many of the items are old dinosaur, what do you call
Legos.
it? He's all into dinosaur Legos that we got to go try to find. We got to go find. We got to tell Santa to go find.
Of course.
And he's been doing a lot of stuff. So Christmas shopping. You know what this is? Since the vault till today, I've only not worn these 3 days. Every day I've worn these. And you know why this is a special week? Because the white and the navy are officially here being shipped out this week. They're being shipped out this week. So I want to give you a report that I got this morning on how many countries have ordered these shoes. You ready? In order, okay, of orders, of who's ordered the most. Obviously, U.S. is number 1. Number 2 is Canada. Surprisingly, Canada's number 2. I have to look to see if Pierre won it or not because I don't know if he believes future looks bright. I hope he did. Australia, 23. Interesting. Australia's diehard fans of the podcast, by the way. Australia 3x UK. Okay?
Damn.
Then you got Slovenia. Then you got UAE. UAE makes it in the top 6 of people ordering the shoe. Then you know who's next? Saudi Arabia. Then it's Malaysia, Poland, Croatia, Bulgaria. Then it's Switzerland, Ireland, Czech, Oman, Norway, and guess who's last?
Oman, little old Oman.
Israel is last. They did buy, though, but they're last. Jeez. So somebody there said...
But they get a good discount, yes.
No discount for the shoes. But guess what? To everybody that's watching this, I love the amount of people that are ordering the shoes. Some interesting people are ordering the shoes and wearing them. I'm in love with them. But for Christmas, folks, Rob, if you can go on a VT merch, I want to show you guys a shirt for Christmas, especially those of you guys that watch it. Whatever you do, stay up a little bit, Rob. get yours. You're going to fall in love with these Christmas hats. Okay, I'm personally giving these Christmas hats away as gifts to some of the folks that I have. These may be the sickest red Christmas hats in the world ever, especially at a time that some people are playing the game, Christ, Christmas, what it's all about, celebrating it, whether it's the green, this is a hot item, buy 5, buy 10, buy 20, gift them to others. You will not be disappointed. On the right, that says Future Looks Bright. On the side, it says VTN. When you flip it, I don't even know if it shows the bottom, Future Looks Bright. It's a sick hat, Rob. If you can
Sold
go back.
out last year.
Yeah, I know it did. So, but we got a few left. If you go back to that page, go a little bit lower. I want to show you that shirt. You see that shirt right there? To those of you guys, the one to the left. Can you zoom into that one and go in, Rob?
Who the hell is on
Well,
that?
you have to zoom in a little bit, folks. This is like OG.
Who's that?
If you go in a little bit, zoom in, you will see, will it go in a good quality zoom in? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Can you see it? That's me in the middle.
Is that me as an elf?
That's Vinny as an elf.
Adam.
That's Adam as a
Adam
Jew.
has a Hanukkah.
That's Rob in the back.
Another elf.
And then you got Tom to the right.
Dude, that's
And
hilarious.
yours truly in the
Punch a
middle.
little bit,
So it's
Rob.
I want that.
on the back of it, I think it says PBD Podcast, Rob. If you don't have it or not, if you want to go to the back. Yeah, right there.
Nice.
There you
There
go.
we
All
go.
right.
I like that
So
logo.
go to vtmerch.com, place the order, and we're about to make a massive announcement about Future Looks Bright that I'm excited about. Once it closes, I'll make the announcement to you guys here today. So again, for Christmas, if you order today, things will arrive to you, and anybody that places an order, you get a Merry Christmas Future Looks Bright ornament and a Merry Christmas Valuetainment Edition mug that'll be sent to you as well. So go place your order, represent, and we'll send the gifts over to you. We'll send your merch over to you this week. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.